If you're new, this is where MAGA comes to talk. My name is Brian Craig, and we've got to talk. I am just really upset at what I see going on here, and we've got to try to figure out why it's happening, what is happening, who's behind it, and what can be done about it. And yesterday morning, I did a live stream talking about Steve Bannon going after Elon Musk. And I thought I covered that pretty good, and it was nice to see that most everyone that called me or left comments on the video or was in the live chat agreed that this division's got to stop. And I was going to move on from that today. I had no intention of talking about that today. And I actually changed the thumbnail of what today's live stream was going to be about here on YouTube. What I was going to do was the thumbnail was going to be 7 days till Trump's return. And then I saw this tweet, which I retweeted, which I'm going to share, from the Hodge twins about J.D. Vance and the J6 pardons. And now the Hodge twins are going after J.D. Vance, okay? I'll get into more details about this when I go live on the radio. What's going on here? What's going on here? Let me put this phone down while I put on my seatbelt, guys. Because something is most definitely going on. I'm going to be broadcasting from my home studio today on the radio, by the way, but I'm going out to get some coffee. But the coffee shop's not open for a while. So it gives us, so it was going to be 7 days till Trump's return, or 7 days till Trump. And then I saw this Hodge twins tweet going after J.D. Vance, and I changed it. I've got J.D. Vance there, and I'm going to talk about this. Why are so many... Now, I don't follow the Hodge twins. I don't know their story. I know who they are, and I've seen them a few times over the years. So I don't know their whole backstory. I don't know why they're so big. I don't know. I don't know if they're independent, if they're connected with someone, like a lot of these people are connected with, like, the Daily Wire, the Blaze. I don't know anything about the Hodge twins. But they have this tweet going after J.D. Vance. And, you've got to ask yourself, why are so many MAGA so-called influencers being critical of Trump? To criticize J.D. Vance, right now is to criticize Trump. To criticize Elon Musk right now is to criticize Trump. So what's going on here? Now, my wife, Kathy, has a theory, which I agree is in large part some of what's going on here. A lot of these people are getting ready for the 4 years from now. They're in there's a panic going on, and they're worried about 4 years from now. Okay, we won. But now, what about in 4 years? What am I going to do? Trump's not going to be running in 4 years. And some of these people seem to be scrambling for other candidates. But there's also another thing to go. And I'm not saying this is true of the Hodge twins, because I don't know anything about the Hodge twins. If you guys have background, you're welcome to let me know. But the Hodge twins being critical of J.D. Vance right now, it's about this interview he did on Fox News Sunday with Shannon Bream, where he talked about the J6 pardons. And is it also possible that there's a lot of never-Trumpers behind some of these big conservative influencers that are getting them to be critical of Trump? What do you think's going on here? Why would any MAGA person be critical of anything Trump is doing? Especially now. He's not even in office yet. We're 7 days away. I don't know anything about the Hodge twins. I don't. So, I don't know. I'm not. Typically, I don't pay a lot of attention. I've talked about this a lot. I don't pay a lot of attention to other people that have shows and other people that do things like I do because I don't want to be influenced by them on what I discuss, what topics I cover and things. So there's not very many people that I pay attention to. But no one who is MAGA should be critical of anything Trump is doing right now. And it's a problem. We had this happen a couple weeks ago with the MAGA wars over the H-1B visas. Now we've got this thing with Bannon after Elon. Now the Hodge twins and others are going after J.D. Vance. This is insane. I know who they are. Someone said I must know them. No, I know who they are. I just don't follow them. I've seen them. I've probably seen over the last few years since they've been on the scene 3 to 5 videos of theirs. That's it. That's about it. So why do you all think? Because I'm going to share my thoughts in detail on the radio today in an hour. But why do you think so many of these conservative influencers are being critical of these people around Trump? Now, Bannon, I wasn't even going to mention Bannon on the show today, but I'm going to have to cover that to put in context what's going on with J.D. Vance on the radio. And yesterday I was talking about how Bannon obviously has some jealousy that he's not on the inside like he thinks he should be. But others, well, you may not have noticed, Darren, but Trump has not yet taken office. Right? And I think a lot of these influencers are being influenced by the Republican establishment behind them. That's part of it. There's several reasons why. That's one of them. Why do you guys think? I don't like it. This is everything that Trump has been fighting for. This is everything he's been advocating for. This is everything we dreamed of, is this second great term of President Trump. He's not even in office yet, and people that are so-called MAGA are going after him. If you don't think he's jealous of Elon, why is he going after Elon? Trump's hardly speaking at all right now. He's keeping a low profile, if you haven't noticed. Anyone who is critical of Trump right now is fake MAGA. You're not real MAGA if you're being critical of Trump right now, in my opinion. The things that President Trump will be doing starting 1 week from today are huge things. Big things. He needs our support. He needs our support, not criticism. The things that he's going to do, like the deportations, the pardon, all these things, are big things. He's going to have so many people. He's going to have the media against him. What's left of the Republican establishment against him, the Democrats against him. A lot of people in Washington are going to be having meltdowns. He doesn't need MAGA people being critical of him. That's my thoughts. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I want to be live in an hour, and I'll be taking live calls, so you'll be able to call me on the toll-free line. I don't know the background of the Hodge twins. I don't know anything about their background. I know who they are. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's all I know. So, a lot of these people, I know their backstory. Like Dave Rubin, who's kind of evaporated from the dialogue. You know, he betrayed us for DeSantis. You know, so we've had some MAGA people go to the dark side. You know, that's it. But Dave Rubin, I knew his background, right? Hardcore liberal background. So a lot of times you can't. People do grow up and become conservative. That's true. But sometimes people start to sound reasonable or conservative and they're opportunist. I've seen people do this over the years, like Ed Schultz. Remember him on MSNBC? He was a conservative who became a liberal. You know, you see this from time to time. Look at how that guy from the Young Turks is trying to sound all reasonable now, like he supports Trump. Give me a break. You know, but being critical of Trump and the people he's chosen to be around him right now is insane to me. Makes no sense at all. It's counterproductive. It hurts Trump. It weakens Trump. And I'm really, you know, today's show, I was planning on just starting our week-long celebration of Trump's return in 7 days. And now every day there's something new. Yesterday was Elon. Now they're going after JD. Come on. These are people that Trump has handpicked, you know. And if you're MAGA, you've got to trust in Trump. These people are, when they criticize the people he's brought in, they're undermining him. Please only use English if you don't mind. I mean, I don't know what you're saying. So you got to, please use English. The Hodge twins backed DeSantis when during the primaries? Oh, really? I had no idea. Well, that tells you that's the establishment. You know, it's like this H-1B visa is a distraction away from Trump. It's trying to pivot people away from Trump that are conservative. And if you notice, DeSantis has been talking a lot. J.D. Vance. DeSantis has been talking about the H-1B visas. That's like a key that's going to factor into who he appoints to replace Marco Rubio in the Senate. I mean, come on. I mean, what's that about? That's crazy. Crazy talk. There's a lot of issues out there that are sideline issues now. That's one of them. But they have a lot of influence. You know, these people, because look at the impact they've had. They've got so many people talking about this visa thing, which Trump has come out in favor of in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Now, I've lived in Florida all my life. I don't speak any Spanish, and I get by fine. I've never had a problem. Well, on my next stream, I'll be taking live calls on the radio, so you can call me on the next stream if you have questions. But what J.D. Vance said about the Trump pardons, nothing wrong with what J.D. Vance said. I'm going to break it down. You know, and when I go through this, I'll break it down, then we'll take calls on it. But if you are truly MAGA, you don't want to be critical of Trump. Oh, the microphone's popping? Okay. Maybe I had it too close. Hold on, let me move the mic. All right. There we go. Stormy Daniels. Yeah, Stormy Daniels may have a position of explaining herself in a court. She's got a lot of explaining to do, as does Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen's terrified of some of this on the podcast last night. Now, if you're new, my name's Brian. I'm a radio talk show host, podcaster, and of course, YouTuber. And in an hour, I will be on the radio. And when I'm on the radio, I live stream here on YouTube, and I have a toll-free number I'll be giving out. And you can call with any of your questions. This is a time of celebration, not being critical. No one should be criticizing Trump. If you're critical of any Trump, first of all, Trump hasn't even been sworn in yet. He hasn't taken any actions yet. And everything he is planning on doing are the things that we MAGA people support. That's why we love him and support him. There's a lot of people that are outing themselves as fake MAGA these days. You have to be very, very careful. You know, and a lot of people tell me I shouldn't be talking about this stuff. Really? No, I don't think anybody is talking about it, so I am going to talk about it. It's got to be discussed. It's got to be covered. It's got to be exposed. These are not the kind of things that you cannot let lie, because they snowball. It is 55 degrees here in sunny South Florida. So today I'm going to broadcast the radio show from my studio at home. Tomorrow I'll be at the radio station. I have to go to the radio station tomorrow for something. So I'll be live from the radio station tomorrow. Oh man, I tell you, you know, here we have the greatest victory that we've ever experienced, and so-called MAGA people are undermining it. It makes no sense at all. Why would you do that? You know, there's a lot of people in the chat room that that's like, I was talking about this on my podcast last night. Somebody left me a comment on YouTube that says they're MAGA, but Trump has to earn their trust. They shot him. Look at everything else they've done. That didn't earn your trust. I mean, what the heck? Somebody that says something that stupid is not MAGA. There's a lot of fake MAGA out there. I mean, this is the greatest presidential victory in anyone's lifetime. Coming back after 4 years with everything they've done to him. 2 assassination plots. One of them shot him, and people are questioning him. I mean, a break. If you can't trust Trump, you can't trust anybody. It's insane to me. The coffee shop used to open up at 5. They changed till 5:30. That's 5:30 is too late for a coffee shop. So many people are on the roads going to work right now. They need coffee. 5:30 is too late. Coffee shops really should be open 24 hours. So, if you're MAGA, I'm not asking the non-MAGA people, do you agree with me, yes or no, that we should not be criticizing Trump? Do you believe we should be criticizing Trump and the people he hires right now? Yes or no? I say no. What do you say? Should we be criticizing Trump right now? Yes or no? And that's a question to the MAGA people. Now, of course, all the trolls will pretend to be MAGA here and answer the question. I say no. Some of these people drive like maniacs at these early hours of the morning. And let me look at your responses. If you criticize the people he's brought in, you're criticizing him. Yeah. The real MAGA people are saying, no, don't criticize. Yeah. The trolls, well, that's another story. Now, make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. My next stream is already set up, so when I end this stream, you can jump over on that one. It has J.D. Vance in the thumbnail. The chat's already open there, and the toll-free number is pinned in the chat. No, I'm not a bot. No, I am not. Okay. Trump said he's going to release the drone information. He said he's going to do it. Trump is your life. You know, the thing with Trump, okay, Trump is on a mission to save America. Yeah, let Trump decide. Believe me, Trump has no problem firing people. It's one of the things he's famous for, is firing people. If he has a problem, he'll fire people. He fired Steve Bannon. Right? So no, Trump will do the right thing. Trump knows what's up. That's right. He has a reason for everyone he's brought in. He has said several times, I've heard him say, that his first time around, he didn't know who he could trust in Washington or not. Now he knows. And if you notice, a lot of these people that he's brought in are Washington outsiders, not Washington insiders. It is criticism. You're undermining Trump. There's no getting around it. You are undermining Trump. No question about it when you do that. I saw Kamala is working on this book deal. What does Kamala have to put in a book? If she wrote a true book about how she slept her way to the vice presidency, that would be a book that people would want to read. If she did a real honest book like that. But that's not what she's going to put out. Bannon didn't go to jail for Trump. Bannon went to jail by choice. If he would have showed up and answered that subpoena, he wouldn't have gone to jail. Bannon chose to go to jail. He didn't have to. So don't let yourself say that. But this thing with the Hodge twins and what they said about J.D. Vance, I retweeted their tweet, and I'll go over it when I go on the air at 6. But I'm hoping some people can give me some background on the Hodge twins, because I know really nothing about them. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to run, but I will see you in about 40 minutes, all right, on the next stream. Make sure you subscribe. If you're new, my name's Brian. This is